Visual Culture Cats. Today we're going to go over the safety measures of carving in your linoleum block. So you've got your stylus here, your tool, and in the butt you should have several blades, okay? The most important one is going to be this guy, because he's really narrow. That's the smallest we're going to be able to carve, and we're going to start with him. And you've got this U shape, and then you should have a broader, that's another U, we're missing it. There's another broader one that I'll have to go get, okay? But we're gonna start with the thin guy. Now, this block here was from last year's demo, so it's almost finished, but rather than wasting a brand new block, I'm gonna continue on him. Inserting the blades, okay? It should slide right in. If you're having any sort of difficulty, okay, and you tighten it and it looks like this, that's not in correctly, okay? That'll break on you. It should pop right down. See, now it's sticking. There we go. This can get frustrating, okay? So see me if you're having difficulty inserting the blade. It's harder than it actually appears at times, okay? So imagine this is a solid block like this, and it's got this line drawing of my elephant here, right? So I would take, see, look at that, boom. Sometimes they're tricky on when they're actually in and when they're not. Nope. Okay. And this could easily happen to you, so I might as well just take the whole thing apart and show you. Inside there are, well, that's why I'm missing a piece, okay? There are 3 pieces. There should be a smaller piece here, and that's what cinches the blade in place, but I'm missing the other piece. So let's go get another one. There's my 2 pieces, okay? Again, this is a fairly common problem, okay? These are old. It's really kind of a poor design, but it should pop right in when you tighten it, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. There, now it's in good. All right, so I'm gonna start with the edge. You guys all had to have a 1/4 inch border, so that line should be drawn. If you're right-handed, you're gonna hold the blade so that the index finger is up here like this, okay? I like to stand because you get much better leverage. Your left hand's gonna go on the block. Your right hand rests on the left, and you go in shallow, small cuts. Okay, now I got some grooves already started, so this is gonna be a little harder than I want. But I'm gonna go in shallow, and I'm repeating back and forth. You guys have a very hard linoleum, and it's going to be real easy for this to slide off, okay? So you need to go very slow and take your time and go in shallow cuts, okay? And notice the left hand's behind. Most students draw blood right here because they have their hand here and they're carving, and then they go like this, and they youch, okay? That left hand stays behind and I move my block, not the blade, then I'm never gonna draw blood. Okay, so this edge obviously needs a little cleaning up. So I'm gonna go, notice I'm going back and forth, okay, taking shallow cuts, because if I try to go too deep, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up losing control and it's gonna fly off on me, okay? So it's better to take your time. See, I almost lost it right there. Take your time and go shallow, and just gradually with each pass, kind of go a little bit deeper. The nice thing about these blocks is you can get a much better detail than this soft linoleum. But it is a little bit more tricky to get started. So you're going to probably start by outlining every line. even if you're not sure what your positive and negative space is, notice how I rotated the block there, okay? And my left hand stays behind. Okay, nice and slow. I got my details here are probably a little too small. I'm gonna lose some of this, I'm afraid. I wanted these to stay up, and in between I'm gonna carve out. Same with this. This could become problematic for me because it's so small. So again, I'm gonna edge. I'm gonna start with the thin blade. I'm gonna edge everything. And then what I can do is switch blades. See, I got it in so good, now it doesn't want to come out. There we go. Now I'm gonna go to this U shape. And there are two types. There's one's a little wider and one's more of a V. But now I can take this and I can start working and cleaning up maybe that edge so it's a nice even edge. I can start working the background and carving the background out. Okay, and you want to move from the positive space away to the negative space, right? Because we don't want to, I don't want to be carving like this and then go right in here and across. That would be bad. That would ruin my whole design. So I want to be going from the positive to the negative. This is supposed to be a paisley that really is not turning out very well. Same with this. You want some sort of background design as well, right? And you want some imagery, some shapes in the animal itself. Similar to your African mask where you had scarification. Well, now you're gonna have those same type of designs, whether they're paisleys or they're more henna oriented within the animal. Unless, of course, you're doing the Hindu story, okay? This needs to be much darker, or darker, deeper and cleaner. There we go. If you have the cut too shallow, the ink's simply just gonna fill it in and you're not gonna have any mark there, okay? So for the first couple of days, you're just gonna be probably using this guy and outlining and really getting some nice, clean, polished marks. Remember, the left hand stays behind the right. Notice I'm holding this. You should never have it here. That way you'll never draw blood. If you draw blood, then we don't get glass donuts. Okay? So yeah, this is the safety measure on how we're gonna carve our linoleum blocks. Alrighty? Good luck.